What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus, and it's a big one today, all right? Juve, Lazio, just like DJ Cammy V here putting in, it's a big tilt today, boys. I am absolutely pumped for this one. We had the preview show. Myself and Omer had a blast on that, getting ready for this one, and we've got our starting lineup, and I am pumped. One guy we spent quite a bit of time talking about in that preview show, and that was Cambiaso. Well, today we get Capitano Cambiaso. That's right, Capitano. There is your starting 11 for Juventus. Di Gregorio in goal. Savona, Gatti, Kalulu will be your center backs. You've got Cabal also getting back into the lineup after a positive start to the season. Happy to see him in there. Thuram and Locatelli, love that. Cambiaso will be playing as a right winger in this game. Douglas Luiz. All week we were wondering who was going to take that 10 spot. Luiz gets a chance at redemption today. Then you've got Yildiz out on the left wing. And of course, Dusan Vlahovic up top. Absolutely pumped for this game. Talked about it. The next series of matches, crucial for Juventus. And of course, we got to get things started right with this game against Lazio. As pivotal, as important as these games are, I will say this. They are going to be open. This one against Lazio will be open. There is going to be opportunities, not just for us, but for them too. This is going to be a great match. I think it's going to be a really fun watch. And I do ultimately see us prevailing, okay? One thing we did miss on the preview show, I'm going to take that starting lineup graphic down for now. I will give you Lazio's starting lineup. But one thing I missed, hey, it's fitting we're wearing these today. We forgot to let you know we've got the next giveaway set up. It's right here, everybody. This is the next kit giveaway. Now, not only is it the beautiful third kit, it's got your Champions League badging on there. Not only does it have your Champions League badging on it, it's got a certain someone on the back. Yildiz 10 Champions League kit. This is the next giveaway to a lucky subscriber. And that's right. All you got to do is be subscribed. Stay tuned. The actual release will be coming up probably in a couple weeks. All right. Probably around Halloween we'll be giving that one away. So good luck to all of you. Okay. And it pays to subscribe. All right. Now we're going to look at Lazio's lineup. Ours was exactly what we predicted. Well, not what we predicted, what Di Marzio predicted. The cool thing about the lineups that we were hearing was that I liked all three different possibilities that we could have lined up. That says a lot about how far our roster has come over the past couple of years, because we had three different lineups that we could have potentially seen. I liked all three of them. This one today, I love this one today as well. I have no issues with the lineup. So let's get it rocking. Let's get it rocking. Now, for Lazio, Provedel in goal. Marusic, Dia, Romagnoli, Tavares, who's been red hot, 5 assists in 5 matches. He's going to be one to watch. Guendouzi does make it into the match. He was doubtful, but he makes it in. Rovella will be next to him. Isaacson, Dia, who's been great. Zaccagni, and then Castellanos up top. Pretty much exactly as expected for Lazio 2. This is going to be a great game, all right? You guys know the drill. Time to hit me with your predictions. I am going to go through mine and Omar's from today. And yes, you're all pretty stoked on that giveaway coming up. Hey, we always show our love. Always show our love. Anish, good morning, Al. Congrats, 7K. Thank you. Appreciate it, and appreciate all the support from all of you. Everyone that's reaching out, always showing love to the AJC. We appreciate it. And Juve Cornercast just got my third kit today before my stream earlier. It was perfect timing. That's fantastic. Oh, did I ever have to wait? I had to wait so long for mine, and as well as the goalkeeper kit there. South Africa, the location for that beauty kit. Our gaming, join us from South Africa. Hey, everybody that's with us right now, drop in the chat where you're tuning in from. Love hearing where you're all tuning in from, okay? Love the sheet right now. Can't wait to see this team. Yeah, I feel the exact same way. Jeff with the next saying, this game will be interesting. I believe that this will be one of Douglas Luiz's most important game. This is the game Luiz will have to prove his worth to the team. You know what? I never had this, big concern around the guy. It was a couple mistakes. I felt the majority of those guys of those cameos were good, but this is the right game. This is the right opportunity. It's a bigger moment. It's a chance for redemption for him, and I think he's going to come up and put in a solid performance. I really am expecting Douglas Luiz to show his stuff in this one, and he's in the right spot. Advanced. He's going to have Locatelli and Thuram providing the stability. That's the right way to do it. And we're going to talk about midfields and combinations, but I do feel with certain individuals in the midfield, you have to round it out and you have to get it right with the others. But I love this. This is a great chance for him. Cambiasso with the captain's armband, I expect a little bit of extra everything from him. Great words. We talked about it on today's show from Cambiasso saying, hey, I'm happy for the interest from Madrid, but Juventus is my Real Madrid. Love this guy, okay? Love this guy. He is quickly becoming, if he isn't already, my favorite player on this current roster, all right? So I am stoked for this lineup. I'm happy to see Cabal get into the mix. I think Savona, man, pocketing Kvaratskhelia was great from him. And Tavares, who plays on the left outside for Lazio, has been red hot. We talked about it. 5 assists in 5 matches. We need Savona in there just to provide that stability and shut things down, okay? Danilo's name has come up even though he's not on the lineup sheet, and I've seen it already, and they're saying, look, if he can't get in now, that pretty much seals his fate with Juventus. And maybe that is the case, because in a game like this moment, you've got Bremer out, you're looking at solutions. Malta goes with the youngsters. Could be very, very telling that it's simply done, and maybe this maneuver from Danilo about getting rid of that clause where 50% of the appearances see him automatically renew, maybe it's all for naught. Maybe it's already decided. But that is strange in the fact that we have no Bremer. I can't see us getting rid of Danilo in January, but you just never know. Maybe it's just done and dusted for Danilo at Juventus. But Luiz, hey, I think he's going to put in a shift. We got to get to predictions. Omer went 3-2 today on the show. For me, you know what I'm saying. 3-1. One goal will be a PK. That means Vlahovic. And I do believe we see either an assist or a goal, but we do get a contribution on the score sheet from Kenan Yildiz. I will also be looking to him to really help out in terms of the creation. So let's go. Let's get it cooking. Drop your predictions, everybody. P-Bugs coming in here. 2-0 Juventus. Love it. Love it. And everybody tuning in, drop it in. Tuning in from Denver, Andrew Juve. We've got Anish coming in there from India. We've got Croatia in the house. Love it. Canada represented. We got Miami, Florida. Let's go. Austin, Texas. Love it. Love it. Jeff with the next from the Tampa Bay area. Love it. England. Let's go. Let's go. By the way, supporting England, Thomas Tuchel. There's your new manager. I think it's a solid decision for England, personally. Bulgaria in the house. Columbus, Ohio, and going with a 3-0 Juve victory. Absolutely love it. San Diego's in the house. Indonesia with Wing of Winter, where they love Wojciech Szczesny. Let's go. Brazil. Love it. Love it. Hello, Swarid. Happy to see you here in the live chat, everybody. We're getting ready for this game. I can't wait. I am absolutely pumped. Big one here. But again, I think Juve will do well. If we're going to talk about these teams and how they square up. So Lazio has been playing very, very well. A lot of goals in their games. But even with them scoring so much, because they do have quite a few goals, I believe they've already scored around 25 goals, if I'm not mistaken, so far in these matches. But they concede They concede quite a bit, and they give you a lot of opportunities to score, and a lot of the goals that they concede are avoidable goals. Juve will have its opportunities. We're at home. It's going to be a packed house. I'm absolutely jacked, and I think that Juve will get the job done. What I want to see from Juventus is obviously limit Lazio's counters. You're going to have to do that. That's why I think it's a great decision to have Savona, Locatelli, and Thuram in this lineup today. Cabal also because of his pace. Getting Cambiaso forward is also, I think, a great call because of the transitions that we'll be able to utilize. He is big in those transitions and doing so quickly. So I think it's going to be good. I think for Douglas Luiz, getting him in a game like this that should be more open should help him. Okay, a lot of the concerns around Luiz and a lot of the criticisms were how slow he's been, stalling plays, stalling transitions, but I think it's because he's just not accustomed to that many players behind the ball coming from England over to Italy. That's the majority of the games we're seeing, but I think this game, great idea to get him in there. So for me, I don't know if I would go as far to say make or break, but it is a very important start for Douglas Luiz. And I do feel he's going to get the job done and he's going to come through. So, yeah, let's see. But for Lazio, yeah, you're going to have to minimize the counterattacks. We're going to want to pin them back. For me, if you're Juventus, they allow a lot of goals, avoidable goals, but they also do so early in matches. You're at home, big game, swarm them. Pressure them. I talked this morning at decent length about how I feel Juve is too cute a lot of the time. Sometimes you got to get nasty, you got to get ugly, just apply the pressure, get the job done, but put them under. Don't try and be so cute. Don't look for all these worldies. Just blast the ball, test Provedel, run in on every single 50-50 ball rebound and go through them, okay? Let them know they're in our house and take the early advantage. Will be key in this game. If Juve gets that first goal, that'll go a long way into making things a lot smoother and ultimately better chances for us killing Lazio off. But I do see Lazio getting their share of chances. They've been playing well, and I do think we will concede one in this game, but ultimately, I do feel we come out on top. I'm sticking 3-1, and I'm sticking overall with my month of October prediction. Juve doesn't lose in the month of October. So, hey, let's go. Let's get done. I'll knock on wood for all of you for that one because, hey, I don't want to take the heat for that one. But yeah, for those of you just jumping on, if you haven't seen the starting lineup, it is as follows. And reminder, hit that like button, okay? Hit that like button and subscribe. Starting 11, Di Gregorio, Savona, Gatti, Kalulu, Cabal, Thuram, Locatelli, Cambiaso, Luiz, Yildiz, Vlahovic. Absolutely love that lineup, okay? One of the guys I want to talk about in there too is Kefren Thuram. So I've heard some say they don't get the hype. They're not understanding the hype around Kefren Thuram. I don't think there's ultimately a ton of hype. You know, we picked him up at a great price, you know, around the 20 million mark. He's got a high potential. He got an injury, but he's looked good to me. He's looked good. The only aspect of his game I think needs to ramp up is his defensive awareness in picking up his mark. He tends to lose his mark a little bit too easily. Outside of that, I really like his stuff. He's got great ability to drive the ball forward out of the midfield. He can shoot. He's got to get up there, advance more, and in those shooting ranges, but he's also got great passing ability. And he's had some little slip plays that just haven't worked for him on these through balls, but he brings a lot to the table. I'm a big Kefren Thuram fan, and I'm going to have eyes on him. Cabal being out so long after what many of us thought was a positive start, another one to have eyes on in this one. Kalulu and Gatti, no concerns there. I want them just to continue on with what they're doing. Savona, same thing, continue on with what you're doing. But the guys that will have eyes on them, Douglas Luiz, Cabal, and Thuram for me. Vlahovic, I talked about him getting tougher, start to win, start to impose himself. this game should favor him being a little bit more open, and he loves to score against Lazio. So, hey, let's see it. This is a big one. We're at home. Get those goals there, Dusan. Get those goals. Some of the key numbers around this matchup. We lost our last matchup to Lazio, a 1-0 in March. We haven't lost back-to-back to Lazio since 2001. That's how far back you have to go to see us lose 2 in a row. A lot of draws. Juve's got to get the job done and stop drawing at home. We are on the verge of 4 straight draws at home, and that would be the first time since, I believe, 2009, and we've only done that 3 times in our history. And yes, 2009 was the last time, 2006 and 1990 the other time. So hey, no draw today, get the win, and let's keep it rolling, all right, and shut those statistics down. As far as overall, at home to Lazio, unbeaten in 19 of their last 20 games. We talked about 1 loss there. Otherwise, it's 15 wins and 4 draws for Juventus. Let's keep that rolling in this one, all right? And we got more predictions rolling through. Let's go. 3-2 Juve. That's the same prediction as Omer. Let's see if that comes. That's a lot of goals. A 5-goal game. You know, I'm not far off with mine. 4 goals, I guess. 3-1. But one way or another, as long as Juventus wins this one. We've got Stuttgart in Champions League after this, and then another big one in League against Merda. So let's see what happens. We're looking at the stadium right now. We got the light show going on. It's a packed house. We're looking at the teams there in the tunnel. Sharing some pleasantries in the lineup there between some of the players. Gatti now comes out, saluting everybody. And again, Gatti's in the lineup, but Cambiaso getting that captain's armband. Hey, love to see it. Love to see it for Cambiaso. Look at him at the front of the line. Di Gregorio behind him. Locatelli, Kalulu, Thuram. Gatti, we mentioned Savona. Yildiz, Luis. Let's go. Mota coming out. Looking intense but calm. Intense but calm. I'm excited for this one, everybody. Absolutely pumped. Absolutely pumped. Let's get the whistles going. Let's start this one on. Let's kick it off. Let's kick it off. The highest average rating on the pitch today for Juventus, it is Gatti at 7.34 season average so far. Second on the pitch to him today, Manuel Locatelli at 7.23. Just behind him is Yildiz at 7.21. And then you have Savona at 7.17. And right now, if you're looking at graphics through certain broadcasts, they've got it all over the place. Right now, they're showing Savona as your center back with Kalulu as right back. Don't expect that. Expect Kalulu and Gatti to be as center backs. They've also got Thuram and Luis as your 2 pivots with Locatelli playing the 10. Don't expect that either. Don't expect that either. Missing Juve? Absolutely. These international breaks just kill me. This last one literally felt like 3 weeks. I don't know why. It just felt so long. I guess it was because the news was rather quiet too. It just felt like forever. So I'm happy. Andrew loves seeing Cambiaso as captain. Oh, we all do. We all do. Cabal's new haircut. Hey, man, looking good. I like it. I like it. Rate it 8. I'm giving it an 8. Shorter, cleaner. Yeah. I'm there. Kefren Thuram got a lot of votes for worst haircut on the club. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. I like what Thuram's rocking. So the teams have come out. They're going to do lime. So we're going to hear the Serie anthem. And then we'll get to the handshakes. I guess we should take a look at the official in this match. It's Juan Luca Sacchi, Carries an average of 4.31 yellow cards, 0.21 for reds. He has officiated 58 Serie A matches. All right. Given away 8 reds, 15 PKs in those 58 matches. And I said we will see a PK in this game towards Juve, and Vlahovic will score. Let's see what happens. What's up? What's up, Zaka? Happy to see you in here. Stuttgart got smoked 4-0 by Bayern. Beautiful. Beautiful. Put the beats to them right before we add to the beats. Love it. Hope Luis will have a great game at the attacking mid position. Oh, yeah. I'm hoping everyone will have a good game. I want to see us win. We're going through the handshakes right now. We're so close to kickoff, everybody. Reminder, get those likes up. And hey, subscribe. Just announced today. Latest giveaway. Got to be subscribed. Third kit. Champions League badging. Kanan. Let's go. Let's go. Ah, Sacha. My bad. Sacha. Thank you for the correction. Guys, I butcher names all the time. You guys follow me, you know. But it was cool seeing Andrew Juve talk about the subs and being here around the days of 2K. We're at 7K now, always growing. And I always said the same thing. Guys, I don't, focus too much. Here's Andrew Scott. Dude, I remember I started following when we had 2K subs. Crazy. Nice work, Berto. Appreciate it. But honestly, there could be 10 of us, and I would still be happy. Like, I love Juventus. I'm doing this regardless. If there's one of us or there's 10,000 of us, I'm happy either way. All right. But the support means a lot. And we get a ton of positive messages saying that why is it only even 7K? You guys should have like 40. You're the best. We appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the love. Easiest thing you guys could do too is share the content. Share the content. Goes a long way. We're looking at the starting lineups for both teams. They're putting the graphics up on the feed. I'm getting ready. I've got the air horn ready for the kickoff. You know what that's all about. P-Bugs love this formation and lineup. I do too. This is going to be a fun watch. It's going to be an intense game, and I'm ready for it. Lazio in the yellow, and obviously Juve in what got rated the best kits of the season, released by Adidas. Our third kit. Let's rock. Let's rock, everybody. Every time I think of Guendouzi, I think of Dybala pulling out his shin pad to show him the World Cup. It's great. Getting ready. Final checks. Come on. I'm ready. You're killing me, ref. And there it is, everybody. Juve Lazio has kicked off. Let's rock and roll. Luis drops it back for Cabal. Back to Kalulu. Over to Gatti, and Juve is going to start off just knocking it about at the back. Next to nothing for pressure high up from Lazio right now, allowing Juventus just to knock it with their defenders. Kalulu now switching it out for Savona. Thuram's dropping back. Locatelli's dropping back. Luis dropping back. All to try and collect. Here's Di Gregorio finding Luis. He's going to carry forward a bit. Over to Cabal, who slows it down again. Going back to Kalulu. Into Locatelli. Out to Cabal. Again, just knocking it about. Lazio comfortably in their defensive setup. 4 across the top at the front there, which is making it hard right now, right out of the gate for Juve to just kind of advance a bit. And they're taking their time. Yildiz has dropped back, and Kalulu's not going to rush anything. Neither is Gatti. Di Gregorio taking his time here. Again, knocks it over to Kalulu. But yeah, with the 4 right across at the front there, making it hard for Juve to find a lane to kind of advance that ball. Right out of the gate. Come on. Aldo, what's up? Happy to see you in here. Probably people aren't subscribed because of Skaga. Oh, man. We thought it'd be the opposite. We thought it'd be like a little bit of charity. Show some love to no knees. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't even talk about knees. I blew my ACL, so... Damn. We got a corner kick for Lazio. 2 minutes in. Isaacson sending it in and headed out by Gatti. They're trying to keep it alive there. Guendouzi now doing battle. Savona doing well, holding his own there. Gets it up to the line there. Little foul there. Clipping at the heels there on Cambiaso, our captain for the match. We look at Thiago Motta already pacing on the side there. Like I said, it's calm, but it's intense. It's kind of funny watching him. And that was Nuno Tavares there, clipping at the heels of Cambiaso, taking the foul. Juve will be able to restart. We look at Baroni there, Lazio's coach. Come on. Cambiaso, man. We got so many names for him. Capitano Cambiaso, Cambiaso, Cambrota became alive today. Armani's, I am waiting for surgery, my friend. Waiting for surgery. Confirmed ACL tear. So, yeah. Just waiting for that. And then the road to recovery begins. And I'm already thinking about getting back there on the pitch. Can't wait. I finished the season as top scorer on my team despite missing like a month and a half towards the end. That's something, eh? I really gave them the gears about that one. Said, how could you let that happen? Cambiaso has to take the foul there on Tavares. We said he's... Nuno Tavares is playing really, really good for Lazio. He's definitely one player we're going to have to keep eyes on from Lazio. Dia is another one. He finds himself on the ball now, and he drops down deep into space. He will attack against the last defender. He mixes it up very well. And to be honest, so does Castellanos, and they play well off of each other. So we will have to watch that. Marusic being pushed back to Guendouzi. Yildiz applying pressure. Now you have Rovella. Scans. Plays it over to his pivot partner, Guendouzi. That's a good double pivot too. Lazio's got a decent squad. Here's Isaacson. Yildiz drops back to watch. Guendouzi now puts this one into the mix, but easily at the hands of Di Gregorio. So cagey little start here. Lazio getting possession. Working it around. Juve having a tough time advancing from the back, finding that second line. And that is because of what Lazio's doing. Here's Di Gregorio splashing this one out to Cabal. Does well there, taking that down. Here's Luis on it. Looked like he was going to switch the field and then held back. Cabal and Kalulu exchanging here. You stop it, Alex, all right? I'm not gassing him up. I'm saying that's a good pivot. It's a good pivot between the two of them. God, you guys. Relax. No, that's good. Keep me on my toes. I wouldn't have it any other way. You guys know that. Di Gregorio. He's launching this one out for Cabal again. Good little touch, taking it down. Isaacson trying to make life tough for him. Luis on it. He's turning away. Just nothing for options. So he turns, circles back, and now finds Kalulu on that left side. And again, overloaded on the flanks. Going to be tough for you to find room there. Lazio shutting down the flanks quickly. We are going to have to switch some field up and try to find space that way. Somebody's going to have to take a stab at switching that. Ooh, Cabal. Risky one into Locatelli. He does well to come out of it. Now we get it up to Yildiz. Now into Thuram. Oh, Thuram does well. He's in the area. Oh, tried to have that center ball through. It's deflected out. We've got a corner kick. And Cambiaso trying to get the fans roaring here. That was great from Thuram. Nice touch there. Thuram turning it up there. I like it. No knees, UV cast. Pretty much, eh? Pretty much. All right, let's get one here. Here it comes, corner in, Cambiaso. Doesn't get by the first man. God, we just got to get better on set pieces from everything. Delivery and even just attacking the ball. We've been just not even close to threatening. To say not threatening is such an understatement on set pieces. We really got to be better at that part of the game. Got to punish teams. At least make them work a lot harder. It can't be first, man. Like, get the ball. Give our guys a chance. Kalulu and Gatti with some exchanges into Luis. Quick little touch forward for Yildiz. Now inside to Cabal. And Cabal trying to switch it out here to Thuram. He does. Little nice touch forward from Thuram. And here's Vlahovic. Oh, outside of the boot. Cross in. Trying to find Yildiz. Not bad. Cleared out, then bouncing back, but Provedel comes out to grab it, preventing a corner kick for Juventus. Isaacson dropping back to collect. Marusic now into Guendouzi. Lazio's going to take their turn now with possession and try to advance. Juve with 5 across the middle here. Both teams just almost mirroring each other in what they're doing. Rovella dropping back to collect here. Plays it to the left here. Romagnoli. Guendouzi has Medusic here. Up to Dia. Oh, just keeps it in. Isaacson now taking them on. It's in the area. Thuram heads it out. Luis trying to get it over to Yildiz, but he keeps on with the pressure and does push Lazio back to the last line, so that's okay. Rovella now collects over to Romagnoli. Back to Rovella. Guendouzi giving orders to Marusic and even Isaacson ahead of them. Now Guendouzi getting pushed back. And we push them all the way back to Provedel. Now he switches it out to the left side, but Cambiaso applying pressure. They go all the way back to Provedel. Vlahovic and Cambiaso applying pressure. Lazio finds a way out. Tavares with a nice ball there outside of the boot. Out to Marusic. And Lazio gains our half. Rovella, awful ball there. And we'll take it. Missing Zaccagni, curling away from him. And Juve just taking their sweet time. Here we go. Kalulu carrying it forward. Not a lot of options. Has to drop it to Cabal. Now over to Luis. Luis is still a little too deep for my liking. Got to get him higher up the pitch, but we got to be able to find him. That's a problem with what Lazio's doing. We're not going to find him. And I think this is part of the struggles with Luis. He's trying to figure out exactly how to get in these positions, how to find himself where he wants to be in these situations when you've got a flooded midfield. Oh, here's Thuram. Vlahovic over to Cambiaso. Oh, gets a corner kick, but his first touch really let him down there. Cambiaso. Luis, he's got great stats over the past couple of years on set pieces for Aston Villa. Let's see if he can add to that here. We need something. Here's balls going to the back to Gatti. Heads it down, but soft and away from Provedel's goal. He watches it out for a goal kick. A little bit better, a little bit too much floating on that ball from Luis. Gatti trying to deal with Tavares and Guendouzi. Does get ahead to it, but soft and wide of the goal. Vlahovic trying to urge the team on. Kefren Thuram has started off this match well. Looks up for it. Rovella on it. To Dia, back to Romagnoli. Now out to Tavares. Back to Romagnoli. To Rovella. Over to Gia. Into Marusic. Tries to play it up for Castellanos. Oh, foul there on Luis on the challenge on Isaacson. As Lazio trying to work a couple 1-2s. If they're calling it on Gatti, there's absolutely no foul there. And to be honest, even the second one, decent challenge there from both of them. Yeah, I think he got called on Gatti. That's a bad call. Bad call in my opinion. There was nothing there on either one of those challenges. Luis laboring a bit, but he's fine. Get this match going. Gia over to Guendouzi. To Tavares. Ball played in. Gatti clears. Cambiasso settles. Kefren Thuram on it now. Trying to pop this one forward for Vlahovic. A little bit soft in approach there. And Lazio able to recover. Rovella on it now. Circles over to Romagnoli. Lazio with the majority of the possession so far in this one. Actually, they're not, but it feels that way. 46% possession Lazio. I would have pegged them for over 50 so far. Here's Yildiz on it. He's running on his own. Quickly sees the double team of Rovella and Isaacson. Turns back. And Juve gets possession. It's at the back with Locatelli now. Up ahead to Luis. He's going to slide it over to the right for Gatti. Over to Savona. Our play very, very slow. Very slow. Going to have a tough time breaking lines if you're going to do so slowly here. And Kalulu shuts it down after carrying it forward 10 yards. Back to Gatti. Not a lot of movement ahead of our defenders right now. Savona to the outside for Thuram. Scanning, goes back to Savona. It's going to go to Di Gregorio. Now the press comes from Lazio. Di Gregorio in a cabal. Quick challenge there. Rovella can't keep it in, but it's got to be quicker. Got to be quicker. So Mark coming in here saying it looks like we were playing away. We need to step up the pace. Lazio have the upper hand. He says Douglas seems lost. Philip saying maybe move Yildiz more central. You got to have that presence there. Right now I think they're so concerned with keeping that midfield flat that we're not giving ourselves another option to break the lines forward. Not only that, but we've seen a lot of Juve moving one of the fullbacks into the center of the midfield to still help break those lines, but everybody's staying flat right now. And it's almost like we're just watching a team that's mirroring us and trying not to give them space in case we have an error or lose the ball. So it's almost like we've got this stalemate we're watching right now. And there's a foul there on Thuram after losing the ball. Off a throw-in, fouling Rovella. Isaacson getting some direction from Baroni there on the sideline while we wait for this free kick. Motta watching on. And Lazio restarts. Tavares with a touch to Rovella over to Gia. He's going to go to Marusic. Quickly being closed down by Cabal. Quick 1-2s attempted here by Lazio, but they can't connect and it goes out. It's going to be a Juventus throw. It is deep in our end though. Cabal back to Kalulu. And he's going route 1. Vlahovic doing battle, trying to settle it. Oh, Yildiz just can't get that thing to settle for him. Luis tried to come in and help him. And a foul on the back now on Isaacson, and that's on Cabal. We got to watch ourselves. Oh, yeah. Good hack there to that plant leg. Very, very slow. Very, very slow Juventus so far. See the fans trying to get riled up here, trying to ramp things up, but the energy is not one I like for a big home match. Very passive right now from Juve. And Lazio growing in possession. Cabal heading that switch field back to Di Gregorio easily. He rolls it out for Savona. Little touch inside for Gatti. Again, no options of breaking lines whatsoever. Scanning, not a lot of movement ahead. It's pretty stagnant. Everybody's flat. So we did get Cabal moving forward. I talked about that, and now he's kind of advancing forward. So we've got a back three kind of forming with Kalulu, Gatti, and Savona. But again, 1-2 attempted here, and we lose it. It's going to be a Lazio throw. Malta saying there was a Lazio touch there, but nothing doing. Gia on it, over to Romagnoli. Long ball attempted forward. Tavares racing down there. He can't catch that. We look at Giorgione, Chiellini in the stands there. Pesotto sitting behind him. Calvo next to him. Calvo, go find a sponsor. We got that new one on the sleeve that you can all see today, but it's shocking to me we don't have an actual main sponsor at this juncture of the season. And if you are going to do these light sponsors, then get a bunch of them to make up for it. Let's get the money going. I can't fathom us not having a sponsor right now. Kalulu into Douglas Luiz. Back out to Kalulu. We're closing in on 20 minutes, everybody. And it's would be wrong to say anything other than this has been a drab opening 20 minutes. One attempt in that 20 minutes from Juve. And that's absolutely it. 56% possession for Juventus. It doesn't feel that way. Here's a ball missed that Vlahovic can pounce on. Plays it out to the outside for Cabal. There's absolutely no one to go to right now. Positionally, we do look lost in the middle. Like they just don't know where to go to find the spaces. Savona up ahead. Cambiaso tried to play one into Vlahovic. And now Lazio with a little bit of space to come back at us. Oh, and that's pounced on by Gatti. Well done there. But again, nowhere to go in transition. And we're stuck slow. Cambiaso loses it there centrally. Castellanos to the outside. Played back to the top of the area. Guendouzi trying to volley that one. Gets not much heat on it. Easily handled by Di Gregorio. There's the second attempt of the match, and it falls to Lazio. After a giveaway in the middle by Cambiaso. And again, just too slow. Too slow. Locatelli and Thuram exchanging. Now up to Kalulu. Inside for Luiz. Little 1-2 given. Dished out. Here's Cabal in the middle. Over to Vlahovic. That's a great ball. Kalulu's on a break. Oh! No call. Game allowed to play on. I have to get a better look at that one. There might have been ball on that challenge, but great one too. Good ball from Vlahovic, finding Kalulu on the break there. Oh, we got to look at that one. We got to look at that one. I need a better look. Too far away from live feed. It was a bang-bang play. Ref said nothing. 21 minutes, 52 seconds. And now we have stoppage. We have stoppage. It's going to take a look. What a run from Kalulu. Oh, Kalulu says he's on a break. Red. Show him the red. That's a break. Cabal into Vlahovic. What a one-time pass there. I thought Kalulu's first touch was going to take him away. That is close to... I got to see it better here. Oh, he lifts the legs up and clips him after. He lifts the leg up after to clip him and take him. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. That's what we want to see, baby. That's what we want to see. Check in progress. Yep. A shin comes through, clips that back leg. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Got to be control at all times. Clipped him on that slide. Clips that plant leg. Clips the plant leg. What's with the drama? Just make the call. You got to go right up to the spot. Free kick outside the area. Red card. All right. All right. All right. Red card. Let's go. Time to cook here. Vlahovic already getting set for this. This is a free kick in a fantastic spot. Romagnoli. Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao. All right, we got a red for Lazio, and let's take advantage now, okay? What a run, though, everybody. What a run. From the back, finally, 1-2s, and Vlahovic, hell of a pass on the one touch, right in the path of Kalulu. I thought his touch was going to let him down, but, man, Kalulu's got the wheels. Great run. Great run. Beautiful. Look at Luis standing over there. Taram. But Vlahovic, I don't think Vlahovic is giving this one up. He's going to want to take this hit. 25-minute mark. Romagnoli. Red. Come on. Setting up the wall. Vlahovic, Luis, Taram, all staring this one down. I'd be drooling too. I love this spot. Love this spot for a hit. Calafiori and Kalulu. Kalalulu. Aldo says this is too close. I know, I love him there. Anywhere, just around that edge there. Especially on that angle, right foot. Oh, I love it. Luis lining this up. So is Vlahovic. Who takes it? Vlahovic. Oh, just can't dip it down there. Didn't miss by much. Good attempt. We got the red. We got the one-man advantage. Time to take advantage here. Let's go. But Vlahovic, oh my God, just, oh. That's a great hit from Vlahovic. Didn't miss by much. Well, you didn't do it from the outset in terms of really letting Lazio feel the heat. You've got the one-player advantage now. Now you have to. You have to swarm them. You have to put them under. You have to put them under. Man, Mota just going nuts after that challenge on Kalulu. We see the red. They do make a substitution, so Dia's night has ended as they pull in Patrick to make up for Romagnoli being gone at the back. So Dia is the one sacrificed. Yildiz forcing Provedel, route 1. That's headed forward by Castellanos. Kalulu doing battle with Isaacson. Now Castellanos coming in, or Zaccagni, excuse me. He lines up here, trying to have a cross in. Luiz blocks that one. Played forward, all over the back of Vlahovic. Oh. He gives chase here to Provedel. And excuse me, it was Yildiz that they were all over the back as he was trying to settle that. Yildiz applying a little bit of pressure to Rovella here. Goes back to Provedel. Patrick's all alone here on the right side as Yildiz got sucked over to the opposite. And he launches this one. Gatti just going to head it back. Trying to get it back almost like if there was a partner there or maybe splitting them and Di Gregorio. But it's okay. Works out in the end. Kalulu coming back. Locatelli dropping back to collect now. He scans, finding Luiz. Great touch there from Luiz. Has Cabal just ahead of him. Outside of the boot, trying to find Vlahovic. I like that. I like that. Here's Yildiz back to Cabal. To Locatelli who wants it. You got to put him under, you guys. Swarm, quick. Let's go. Push them back. There's a switch field from Locatelli all the way to Cambiasso. Great settle there. Savona into Thuram. Back to Savona. Over to Gatti. To Locatelli. Quick, you guys. Got to know where you want to hit. Oh, handball there on Vlahovic. Doing battle there with Patrick, who just came in. Vlahovic, get physical there, man. Let's go. Push that weight around. Let's go. 29 minutes, 0-0. Lazio down a man. Juve needs to take advantage. But Lazio in possession here. Zaccagni to Gia. Now he's going to switch it out for Patrick. Has Marusic. Drops it for Rovella. Patrick to Guendouzi. Back to Patrick. And they're being pushed back. Go all the way back to Provedel. Move forward, Juve. Move forward. Do not allow them to knock the ball about. Nuno Tavares working with Cambiasso there. Man, he's quick. And he's a handful. Makes his way out of there. Forces a foul. But Cambiasso's not really stopping him. Luiz had to come in there and then take a foul. Have me as a commentator? Love it. Love it. I think many do. Many do that tune in here. I don't blame you. I'm personally not a fan of the large majority of commentators out there. Especially when they're just... Like, do your homework. I always say this. Like, if you're going to, comment on a game, they half the time have no idea what the situation around Juve is or their players or what's going on. And you hear some of the comments. It's just like, what are you talking about? Just do your homework. Locatelli hits a halfway line. Over to Cabal. Yildiz, we have not been able to get involved in this game whatsoever. Slide him centrally just a little bit off that touchline and get Cabal pushing up that sideline. You got to change it up. Cambiasso over to Locatelli. Now out to Yildiz. As Cabal move forward inside. And now he's going to run to the area. Here's a cross. Can't get by Patrick. Out to Yildiz. He settles again. Runs into the area. Over to Locatelli. Left-footed cross. Vlahovic attacks that. Gets a piece of it, but it goes out for a goal kick. It's a little bit better. Be quicker. Attack these. They're going to camp now when we're on the ball, so you got to send some bodies in there. Create some havoc. Let's go. That's right, roast beef. That's right. Tavares did come from that small club. Very, very small club. Very small club that certain Italian's going to use as a stepping stone. I like telling them that. He's just using it as a stepping stone. He's not ready for the big guns yet. But he will be. Locatelli. To Cabal. Being watched by Isaacson. All the way back for Gatti. So far, the best opportunity was a run created by our defender, Kalulu, who is now on the ball. Beautiful run forward. Great delivery from Vlahovic, finding him in stride. Forces Romagnoli into a compromising position, and he gets a red. Oh, Locatelli thought Yildiz was going to go there. He did not. It goes out. It's going to be a goal kick to Lazio. Kalulu, our best player, question mark. Hey, he's been strong. He has been strong. What a surprise. That could be one hell of a steal. And Milan might be kicking themselves. But they were in a rush to get rid of him. And sometimes some players, that's what they need. That little chip on their shoulder. And remember that interview with Kalulu like 2 weeks ago? When they said, oh, it seems everybody forgot what a great defender you can be. And he said, who forgot? You forgot. Kidding around, saying he knew all along what he's got. Love that. Play with that chip on your shoulder. Prove everybody wrong. And I'll be quite honest, didn't see it coming. Thought he was just a safety net signing for this team. But man, he's been balling. Here's Luiz on it. Trying to make a switch ball. It got deflected. Still got close to Vlahovic, but he couldn't settle it. Route 1 from Lazio. Settled by Luiz. Oh, he comes through. Here you go. Oh, chip ball trying to find Vlahovic at the back post. Just a little too far, but I like the look. I like the look from Luiz. You got to take those opportunities. That's a nice little chip ball on the run. Not many of our mids will take that chance. Luiz is one of them that will. Ooh, Rovella getting clipped on the knee by his own man, Guendouzi, in that play. Now he's laboring a bit. 34 minutes, 33 seconds. 0-0. Lazio down a man. Still waiting for Juve to really ramp things up. Really turn it up a notch and put them under. Statistically drab, you guys. Come on, 59% possession for Juve. That's ramped up since Lazio's gone down a man. 3 total attempts for Juve, 1 total attempt for Lazio. Gatti on it here, playing it back to Di Gregorio. He'll send it out to the left for Kalulu, now up to Cabal. Locatelli asking for the ball, receives it. Carrying it forward. Trying to switch it out over to Cambiaso. He does. Inside for Kefren Thuram. Thuram over to Locatelli. Now out to Cabal. It's on the side. Oh, there's Yildiz moving in centrally. Locatelli. To Luiz. Nobody's really making any, runs beyond the defensive line. Everybody's just showing up for face. Here's Thuram. There's a cross. Oh, Marusic has to get rid of that one and send it out for a corner kick. That's a good ball in from Thuram. I like that one. We just got to attack those. That's a really good ball. And there's that penetrating run. Thuram says, I'm going to go beyond. Takes that one, has it in, and oh, man. So Yildiz screaming at the back post for them to be there, saying that's your run. Pointing immediately. Vlahovic unhappy. Feels there was too much contact there. Here's crossing. That's better from Luiz. Oh, hits Gatti. Almost like he didn't even know it was going to make it through that crowd. Just hits Gatti and then ends up in Provedel's hands. But better delivery there. That's a decent one from Luiz. Keep putting him at that spot. Hit the penalty spot. And let's get on. Oh, here's a little 1-2. Cambiaso comes in, wins it. No foul immediately signaled by the official despite Lazio's player being down right now. Locatelli over to Cabal. He's probably going to... No, we're going to keep playing. There you go. Over to Thuram. Good ball from Cabal. Savona. Out to Cambiaso. Into Thuram. Locatelli there. Back out to Cambiaso. Probably trying to tee up a little cross here. Right-footed cross. This one gets away from him. Not a great delivery whatsoever. Zaccagni livid. Livid that play continues. The official looks like he's running away from them. The funny thing is he didn't Cambiaso didn't contact anything, player or ball there. Didn't look like he contacted anything. And the way Zaccagni ran back to talk to the ref, you look fine, bro. Get up. Deal with it. Kalulu settles that one on the touchline. Cabal heads it back to Di Gregorio. Little touch for Gatti. Come on, you guys. Get one at half. Up a man. Let's go. You got, too patient. I've said that so many times and wasted halves of football. Let's go. Get on your horse here. Quicker. Way too passive. Trying to break these lines and everyone's not pulling the trigger. Kalulu over to Cabal. Carries it inside. Drops it back for Gatti. Gatti into Cabal. Back to Gatti. It's getting pushed back. Over to Savona. They have Cambiaso there. He now collects it. But nobody's breaking lines. So all these passes are so slow. And by that time, Lazio set up. Now we try and switch field. Get up to Yildiz. He could take his man on. Little touch in. Trying to find Luiz. Cabal comes in. Gets the ball. Yildiz now takes his man on. Gets to his left foot. Cross in. Cleared out by Rovella. (39 minutes, 36 seconds). Cabal, quick throw in. Over to Kalulu. He and Locatelli with a quick exchange. Now to Luiz. He turns. He's looking for options. Scans. Decides against the through ball. Plays it back for Gatti. Gatti's going to go back to Kalulu, who's just outside the half circle in Lazio's end. Lazio's all the way back now. Luiz. Carrying it forward, being watched by Guendouzi. Over to Locatelli. Out to Kalulu. To Savona now. Has Cambiaso ahead of him. Has Thuram dropping back. Now finds Thuram. Out to Cambiaso. Into Locatelli. Back out to Cambiaso. And we're moving backwards. Come on, you guys. Somebody have the balls to pull the trigger on some type of attempt at breaking the lines here. To Cambiaso on the outside, working on Nuno Tavares. Up for Locatelli. Here's a one-touch ball, trying to find in the middle. Vlahovic trying to latch onto that. That's better. But quick, on the one touch like that. Cross that in immediately. Let's go. If that ball had a little more mustard on it and didn't sail, maybe, just maybe, would have created more problems. But that's a good attempt. Gotta pick it up here. Thuram wins that ball here in the middle. Out to Cambiasso. Back to Savona. Now to Gatti. Over to Kalulu. Being watched by Guendouzi. Waited a little bit too long, and Guendouzi able to come in, clean it up. Kalulu wins it back into Luiz. Back to Gatti. Cabal has dropped back on his left, but he goes inside for Luiz. Luiz turns. And there's a nice corner ball, but too close to Tavares. Oh, but he messes up the header back to Provedel. We'll get a corner. Wouldn't that be something to strike on this? Let's see. See if we can latch onto this one. It's going to be Douglas Luiz sending the ball in. Hopefully we can get one here. Let's go. Luiz. Here it is. Cross coming in. Oh, that's high and going back post. Tavares heads it out. Cambiasso is going to try to recoup here. Oh, nice little turn there to his left foot. Here's a cross coming in. Oh, Gatti just can't direct that on goal. That's way better. Way better. Excellent turn there from Cambiasso working on Tavares here, and that's a hell of a ball in. Gatti's got to do better on that. Oh. Best chance of the half by far, because it's one of the few. Provedel now set to take the goal kick. He's going to launch this one. Five attempts for Juve, 1 attempt for Lazio. And Lazio's been down a man since the 27th minute. Around the 27th. You really gotta put the screws to teams when they're down a man. Like, I'm just not feeling it. We're just way too patient. Way too patient. Cambiasso settling this down from Di Gregorio. Challenge has to come in here in the middle of the park. Guendouzi coming out with it. Great challenge from Locatelli to win it back. Luiz in there. Thuram in there. Says, I want it. Trying to carry this one out. He does make away with it. Being harassed here. Oh, cheeky little one in there into Yildiz. Yildiz and Thuram here. Tries to have a ball in there. That's got to be a foul on Yildiz. Can we get the call there? Where's the advantage, ref? And then he's going to call that immediately after. Oh, Madonna. Madonna. Come on. Oh, no advantage on Yildiz. Really, ref? Thuram showing a little bit of chops there, and then Yildiz working off of Guendouzi there. A ref's not even looking. He's looking ahead of the play. Hilarious. Madonna. So we are at the 45-minute mark. I'm shutting down the ticker. We've got 2 minutes of stoppage time, everybody, in this first half. Ball's launched forward. Headed down. Di Gregorio gets to that before Isaacson can make any problems for Juve. Cabal carrying this one out. And again, we have to slow down. There's just not a lot of options there. Cambiasso sticking tight to that right flank. Cabal finding him. Lazio dropping back to form that wall. Down a man, like I said, since the 27th minute mark. Savona into Cabal, who's central. He's going to tee one up, and that's going to sail. Heads up to the hot dog vendor. That thing was flying. Appreciate the ambition, but let's go. We got 1 minute already of this 2 minutes of added time. Man, this just feels way too familiar with just how passive we are, how patient, like too patient, too calm. Locatelli going in hard for that one. They're going to lobby for more. He's going to get a yellow. Yeah, he gets hand up there. Castellanos really making a meal out of it, and I can understand. Maybe take a little forearm to the side there. Lucky fan going home with a souvenir today. DJ Canv on that rip from Cabal. Philip says this looks like a Juve team with 3 of their key attacking players out and they have no one who can create a goal shot. This is what really is my main concern when it comes to the attack. I said it for a while now. I do not want a team that is dependent on certain individuals. Colt Miners, Conceição for sure. We have to figure this out as a unit, as a team, and systematically break teams down. It's halftime. It's 0-0. Hey, you guys know the drill. Drop your thoughts in here. Storm the Barn. Never too soon for Storm the Barn. Okay? If you want something particularly addressed, Storm the Barn. I'm going to hit you with the stats. We're going to go through some of the ratings coming out of this first half in Juve Lazio. So, it finishes with 66% possession for Juventus, 34% possession for Lazio. Your XG, your expected goals, 0.78 for Juventus, 0.07 for Lazio. We have created one big chance. That was, without a doubt, Gatti's after some great work by Cambiaso. That's literally it. You guys, 6 total attempts for Juve, 2 total attempts for Lazio. Not a whole lot in this. 1 shot on target, and that was from Lazio. It's got to be better. It's got to be quicker. It's got to be quicker. That's the thing that's killing me right now, is it is so slow right now. Watching Juve. Way too slow. You're at home. We should have had the intensity, the urgency, from the get-go. Big game at home, but we are so calm, like too calm. I don't like it. We'll go through ratings real quick, and there's not going to be much in it. As expected. 6.8 for Di Gregorio. 6.5 is almost all around for me, really. Savona, 6.8. Gatti, 6.8. Kalulu at a 7. The only player next to Cambiaso with a 7. Kalulu and Cambiaso at 7s. Cabal 6.6, Thuram 6.9, Locatelli 6.9, Luis 6.7, Vlahovic 6.8, and Yildiz 6.5. We're going to get to our thoughts here. Swadid saying, changes you would make in the second half. So let's go through some of the performances first, and this will kind of lead into whether or not we should make any changes. Yildiz is not getting involved nearly enough. We got to get him not so tight to that flank. Savona's been the one that's been staying at home, right? Making the 3 with Kalulu, with Gatti. You're advancing Cabal as it is. Let him take up the line, get Yildiz moving more and breaking this team down. When he moves up that line, when he gets himself on the ball, he's creating problems. He's driving the ball forward. You got to get Yildiz more involved. Only 19 touches for Kenan Yildiz in that first half, and too many of them were just on the sideline collecting a ball that he can only deliver back towards the back line. So you've got to find a way to get this guy in one of the heart of the creative roles. Douglas Luiz, 34 touches, 81% passing percentage. He had 1 key pass, 2 for 3 on crosses for accuracy, 1 out of 3 for long balls. He's actually attempting some really good things, but he's not advanced on the pitch. And again, this guy's got to find his rhythm. There is nobody that plays that advanced role out of the midfield anywhere near Colt Miners. And it's evident right now, everybody. It's been evident. It's evident since he left halfway through that last game for Juve. Nobody interprets that role as good as coal miners. One that maybe could is Kenan Yildiz, but I don't think Motta's going to do that for what he wants out of the middle of the park. But they got to figure this out. Kefren Turam, I thought, put in a good shift in the first half. I really liked what he was doing. He was eager to drive the ball forward. 28 touches, 79% on pass accuracy. No key passes, but he's doing well. He's doing the good things. And we look early in that half, he had a good run into that area. His cross got blocked, but that was a dangerous scenario. And then again, these guys need to get in the rhythm. He says immediately after that doesn't work, he's telling the guys what he wants to see from that run. Kalulu with a good drive forward. When we pick up the pace, when we run at the team, it's got to be quicker. If we play the game quicker, things will fall to us naturally, and you'll put them in situations like Romagnoli found himself in where it's compromised and they have to make a split-second decision. If you're playing too slow, they have plenty of time to set up. It's just got to be quicker. Got to be way, way quicker. Let's get to this here. And again, as far as any changes, for me personally, it's more just mentality. Play quicker. Rate of play, pace, tempo. Do things quicker, but advance your midfielders. I would advance both Thuram and Douglas Luiz because Thuram is making those penetrating runs. We have to do more of that. You have to push to get in behind the defense to push that line back further and keep them pinned. So you have to do that. So we have to mix up how we play and tweak the positions a little bit more. I wouldn't make a change immediately. Not just yet. Not just yet. Luca's good, but too slow. If you want to break down a low block, you need velocity, and he is not the man to do it. I don't think he's being asked to be the man to do it in this particular setup. We've got to get Luiz in the play. Right now, it's falling on him. It's also going to fall on Yildiz. It's also going to fall on Cambiaso. Those guys need to be way quicker, way more instinctive, and get going. I'm just saying, like, Luca's job right now that's not his role. The guys that are in the roles to do it, they need to pick up the pace. But I agree with you 100%. It's too slow. Way too slow. Thoughts on Yildiz and Cambiaso changing sides second half? Cambiaso he's funny because you watch some games and it's like, no, he's got to be on the right side. He's got to be on the right side in swinging crosses, but then you watch sometimes you're like, no, he's got to be on the left side. This game, his best moment came from the left side. Other one on the right. It's been pretty drab on the right, but it's still not his fault. We need to if we're going to get the ball out there, like one switch field actually hit him. 2. But one was from deep. The other one gave him an opportunity to get out there. We just need to find him on the ball quicker so that he can actually go at the opposition. But the movement up front's a little too stagnant. These guys still just got to figure it out. But you really got to ramp up the speed. Too slow, too easy. In Italy, if you're going to play that slow, it's just too easy for these teams. They're too good, too organized defensively. You got to be quick. Got to be quick about it. And how do we get our best opportunity? How do we get Lazio on a red card? Quick movement. Make a run forward, dish, 1-2s, boom. All of a sudden, you're in a dangerous scenario. Carry through your run. Take some risks. Kalulu's our center back, made the entire run. Take some risks. Why are our midfielders not taking risks? Thuram started to. He was making some trading runs. Luiz got to get advanced, got to get further up. Take some shots, take some chances. Let's go. No creativity. Sweaty says, Motta doesn't have great offensive patterns against low blocks till now. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, I've said for a while that the low block was something he struggled with last year. He just didn't see it enough at Bologna because teams weren't going to play them that way. Teams went into matches against Bologna believing they could get points out of it. But with Juve, and this game turned into a low block for Lazio. It wasn't playing that way earlier, and that's what's concerning me. Going back to, I don't think it's a personnel, a player issue. It's a mentality thing, because this was a big game. It's in your house, and until we got that red card, possession, although the numbers were slightly still in our favor, it felt like Lazio was growing into the game at a quicker rate than Juve was, and that's my concern. So I don't think offensive patterns or low blocks or anything, like even when it was even keel and we were at even, it needed to be better from Juve. We are too comfortable, too calm. We should not develop this team that has this reliance on certain individuals in terms of creativity. You got to figure it out as a team, but you got to be a little bit more brave and a little bit more risk-taking. This is the part that surprises me because, and I said this all along, I thought that Leipzig game in Champions League was going to be this spark plug and just ignite what we were going to see and break down these blocks. But we showed so much bravery there. And if I have to be honest, it's been pretty chicken shit in Serie A. I'm being 100% honest. It has been nowhere near the bravery that you see down a man, all the adversity you faced in that match against Leipzig, but you still decided, hell, we're going for it. And then you're at home, big games here in Serie A, and you're just playing like this, slow, drab, not brave, not taking risks, not putting them under, not pitting the bat. Like, ramp it up. Let's go. You're playing Lazio that, yeah, they're in good form, but they allow opportunities like crazy to all these other teams they've played. They've allowed early goals. You walk away with 6 shots when you were up a man since the 27th minute. It's not good enough, you guys. They have to take this next step, and we can't keep saying, you need Chico, you need... That doesn't work for me. You've got a strong roster. All these guys have to find their roles. You've got to get it clicking. You've got to get it clicking if you want to take that next step. So, yeah, questions are going to be asked. Forza Juve. Did Dusan channel his inner Pirlo with the pass to Kalulu? Never tell me he can't help with build-up. That was a great on the one touch. But again, I said it going into this one. I didn't think this was going to be a match where he really struggled, and there will be space. There will be opportunities for him. So we know where his problems lie. This was not going to be a game that was going to highlight his shortcomings. But that was a great, great build-up in general. Everyone involved. And Kalulu to just carry through. That touch, questionable, but man, he's got pace. He's got pace. Are they thinking about Champions League and Stuttgart? They better not. They better not be. And I don't think that's the case. I really don't think that's the case. And the reason is because even when it's not a Champions League week, we've seen the same thing. This team is patient to the point of creating struggles for itself. Too calm. Way too calm. Way too calm. Second half, I want to see drive. I want to see intensity. I want to see a team that is ready to put a team down a man to the sword at home. Like, let's go. Stop wasting halves of football. I feel like it's rinse and repeat. Like we're wasting way too many minutes through matches. I don't think they're thinking about Champions League and Stuttgart, and they better not, because there is an opportunity at home this season domestically. And I truly do believe in the squad we built. But man, on paper is one thing. You've got to find that fire on the pitch. And hey, this has to be a victory. If you're going up a man at home in this game, from the 28th minute. This has to be a victory. And anything else after that would be a loss. Flat out. Let's go. Let's go. Giratina70. Douglas Luiz hasn't been bad in my mind. He's made some great passes, but as you said, they've been too methodical. I want to see the pressing from Como and Verona. Dusan is totally isolated. Yeah, remember what I said at the start of this game and something we talked about on the preview show and how I just feel like we're too cute? That's kind of how I feel. I still feel like that. And it's too passive, too patient, too cute. Get ugly. Send bodies. Down a man. Yeah, you're in our house. We're going. We're getting after this. What's your game plan now that they park it? Crosses? You're going to try to do crosses? Are you going to try and be pretty and break them down with 1-2s? That's going to be tough. You got to start sending bodies in and around the area. Start taking shots. Shoot the ball. I don't care where you are. Around the 18, take a shot. Back post balls, okay? That's key. You're playing against Park Bus. Work it in around deep. Cut back. Get your bodies into the mixer and send that thing back post. Have a couple trailers. Have guys cleaning up the garbage at the top of the area. Squeeze the midfield up higher. Put them under with numbers. And, again, I see the comment, missing key play. That doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for me. We've got to figure it out. You've got to figure it out as a team. You're 28 minutes in, up a man. Get the job done. Let's go. Second half getting ready to start. Let's ramp it up. Let's take advantage here. I want to see a Juve fired up. I want to see a Juve inspired. Yes, Pino, let's go at them. Get the 3 points, okay? It's time to show some grinta. Let's go. Give those nuts a squeeze, boys, and get the job done. Come on. But I'm getting nervous. I need a goal, everybody, okay? I need a goal. I need a goal. Teams are getting back out here. We did see some players warming up. We saw Danilo warming up. We saw Fagioli warming up. Doesn't appear that there are going to be any changes from Juventus to start the second half. Let's go. It's all there for the taking. We got to get the job done. Forza Juve. Let's go. Fino alla fine. Take advantage. So we got Serie coming in here saying Adzic, Samuel Imbangula. Get them in there. Cabal and Locatelli out. I say no changes to start. Come on. And there we go. Second half underway. Lazio kick things off. Hey. Much appreciated there, Azzurri Juve. Thank you. Super chat enabled. Beautiful. Much appreciated, my friend. Much appreciated. Hopefully that's the positive omen we need going into this second half. And let's take advantage. Let's go. Let's push these guys. Gatti's on the ball. Over to Kalulu. Carrying forward a bit. Savona creeping up that line. Cuts back in. Loses the ball. Does earn the foul there. Zaccagni. And look at this. We're waiting to get that ball. Like we're just standing there watching the lads. Go grab that ball and let's go. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. I don't care if the second half just started. Get it going. Here's Douglas Luiz trying to cross this one in. Thuram getting beat to it by Nuno Tavares. Savona with a... Jesus, what is the touch there? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Castellanos now. And Locatelli just gets rid of that. My God, Savona. What a shocking touch there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yes, incredible super chat. You're right. Friends from Juve Cornercast there. Azzurra Juve. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love from all of you that join these watch-alongs and share in the live reactions. But let's give ourselves a goal here. Come on. Let's get a goal to talk about. Questionable one there from Savona, but we get away from it. Here's Cabal moving forward into Locatelli, who slows it down, going back to Gatti, still telling them to slow down. I'm telling them to speed up. Do something. Cabal, oh, up ahead, misses Luis, but he is going to press and put Patrick under, forcing him to the sideline. A little bit late on the follow-up pressure there from Yildiz. Guendouzi going to carry forward. Rovella now on it. He's going to play it out to the side. They're going to try and push up here, up the side. Here's Nuno Tavares. He's going to launch it up the side. They're going to keep moving it up there. Cambiasso all the way back. Watching Gia there, who's made the run from the center back position into Tavares. He's going to try and take Savona on. Savona doing good. And in comes Thuram, and he forces him to lose the ball. It's going to be a Juventus throw. Savona again. It's really calm. Really cool. In now to Kalulu. Into Locatelli. He's going to play it to Di Gregorio. He's got Gatti over to his left. Plays it to him. 48 minutes, 20 seconds, 0-0. Lazio down a player since the 28th minute. Gatti switches up to the right for Locatelli. Up ahead for Cambiasso. Savona. Like, that overlap should have been blazing. Like, let's go. If you're going to do it, just give it. Like, do it with conviction. Kalulu's run in the first half, that's conviction. This is just, I'm going through the motions. I'm getting agitated. Let's go. Kalulu into Luis. Back to Kalulu. Scanning, looking for someone. Thuram in to Luis. Oh my God. And that's a terrible ball to the outside. Getting cut out quickly. Yeah, this is frustrating. You've played them yourselves into a lull. When you play slow like that. Guendouzi over to Gia again. Now to the outside for Tavares. Being watched by Savona. Oh, he takes him on. He's got wheels. Good challenge there from Savona. He's going to get a foul there. He's going to get a yellow? You can't be for real on that. Wow. Wow. Tavares is he is a handful there, but I don't know if that's not a yellow though. Like, that's not a yellow. Holy man. That's a soft yellow. Soft yellow. 50 minutes, 20 seconds. Tavares waiting to take the cross here. Here it is, delivered. It's going well beyond. Oh, Cabal. Jeez. Questionable settle there, but it does find Yildiz. Back to Thuram. Now up to Yildiz again. Cabal's running up the left flank. Is he going to take Marusic on? Drops back. Yildiz into Thuram. And he's driving. He's driving. Oh, just can't do anything at the end. At the end, he just tries to toe the ball towards the inside. Looked like he was at the end trying to get an outside of the boot pass inside towards Vlahovic. Didn't work for Thuram. Was quickly closed down by Guendouzi. Provedel giving some directions before he takes this goal kick. Taking his sweet time too, and we're at the 51-minute mark. That's on us, boys. Ramp it up. Let's go. Lazio earns a throw-in as Kalulu. It goes off him as he went in for an aerial battle with Castellanos. Rovella circles back to Gia, back to Provedel. Very little pressure here from Juve. Luis is higher up right now in this press anyways. Oh, wins it back. So it ended up being offside, but what's shocking there is that we wouldn't have got the advantage on that play, despite the guy mauling Vlahovic. Nothing coming from there. He wasn't going to give us the advantage there. Look at the free kick from Vlahovic. My God, he barely missed that. And with how we're playing, that might be it for today. And look at Lazio moving forward. Here's Zaccagni. Foul there on Kalulu. This is what Lazio wants. The game's getting broken up. It's slowing down. It's just too easy for Lazio. It's too easy. Up a man, and it's just way too easy. $53 minutes. My God. 53 minutes, 0-0, and Lazio about to take a set piece. And Cabal watches it go out the end line. Di Gregorio looking to start things off. Alex P saying, I'm going to fall asleep. Holy. Mark saying our performance is worse than last season. We're going to get a substitution here. 2. Fagioli and Weah set to come on. Savona will be leaving. I'd expect Cambiaso to drop back. Weah will move forward on the right side. Fagioli is set to take Locatelli off. Okay, let's go. Get it done. Got two guys now in the midfield that should be able to create in Fagioli and Luis. Make it happen, guys. Come on. Into Fagioli. Can't pull the trigger on that run from Weah. Here's Fagioli. Up ahead. There it is. To Vlahovic. Out to Luis. Into Yildiz. Up to Fagioli. Into Yildiz. Out to Luis. Just holding it. Again, what's our game plan? Do we want to cross it? Are you going to try to get all the way in? You're going to try and work it all the way in. For a Golazzo, good luck. Oh, inside, trying to find Vlahovic. You can't settle it. See, if that plays a little touch to somebody making a trailing run, would have been epic. Great from Cambiaso there, keeping Lazio pinned. Come on. Ramp things up here. Weah goal inbound by Andrew Juve. I'll tell you what, I don't care who it is at this point. I don't care if the ball goes in off the ass of one of the Lazio players. Just get it over that goal line. At all costs. Oh, touch there from Tavares into Weah. Just couldn't settle it there. Into Thuram now. Guendouzi watching him. He's going to swing it out for Cambiaso. Quickly and back to Thuram. Oh, try to volley there. Oh, it falls! Crossbar and out! Vlahovic had it there, but we've got him pinned. Keep him pinned. Cabal now. Out to Fagioli. Here's a ball going to the back post for Cambiaso. Oh my God, that's better. That's better. Let's go. Keep them pinned. Pressure. Come on. Volley from Thuram gets blocked, but it does squeak through. That's a handball off the block, but they'll never call that because it contacted his legs and moved up. There was nothing he could do about it. That's completely involuntary. But we're on a corner kick. Vlahovic puts it off the bar. Come on. Luiz, cross in. Get to it. And Provedel comes out to catch it. Oh, Vlahovic. We're talking like an inch and a half, everybody. An inch and a half. That's it. And that thing is barred down in. Instead, it's barred down out. Oh. 57 minutes, 25 seconds. But a little bit better from Juve. A little bit more of a push. That's a foul there, but he has given advantage. Fagioli comes back to collect. Up ahead for Cambiasso. This is a good move. Oh, Cambiasso took himself into shit for no reason. Swing the ball out to Weah. These are the critical moments in these games. Tavares working on us at the back there, but Kalulu wins it back. Now you've got Yildiz on it. There is room. Oh, here's the ball. Finding Thuram. And look at Weah. Make that overlap, man. And look at Thuram's telling him. It's like, Weah, what are you doing, man? Wake up. Like, make that move. Anytime players have to make directions on the pitch, you know something's not being done that's supposed to be. It's as easy as that. Here's Thuram with a good ball in the way. That's a good cross. Yes! Oh, Luiz misses it. Oh. What a chance. What a chance. It's getting better, though, lads. It's getting better. Dougie Luiz. Oh my God, just barely. That would have been something for him. It's getting better. The chances are coming. We just got to get it going. Come on. Come on. I know they're calling for that handball, but it's by rule, taking a bounce like that, it would be harsh. And whether or not it would happen, if it was us, that's a different story. But at the end of the day, I can understand that not getting called. Ooh, little touch in there from Luiz back to Thuram. Now switching it out for Weah, but he's never going to catch that. Jeez. Oh, God. Come on. '59th minute, 0-0. Lazio just trying to survive, just trying to work the ball out and get some sustained pressure. Oh, played up for Weah. You got to go. Take him on. You got to take him on. Little touch inside. No foul given. Hand to the face. Yeah, you called that twice in the first half, ref. What are we doing here? Fagioli, that's a professional foul. You're going to get a yellow, but you had to. You had to. And that's because the ref didn't stay consistent in the other side of the pitch. Jesus. Where do they find these marpets? My God. Where do they find these marpets? God. By the way, marpet, for anyone wondering, it's a combination of a mook, a mort, and a muppet. Okay? Marpet. Put that in your Bertoisms. But seriously, officiating? There. Tavares, that's a good ball in. Oof, bounces out the back. They're going to keep it in. It's Isaacson. Cabal working on him and does very well. That's a foul. Whoa. Cabal sending it in nonchalant. Restarting the play almost like it wasn't actually restarting the play. And he was just going to feed it up to Fagioli. Fagioli now. Over to Kalulu. Up to Wea. Kalulu. Over to Gatti. To Cambiaso. Quick touch into Kalulu. Wea. Hanging back. Get forward, man. Move in there. We need you going. Finding Fagioli. Outside to Yildiz. Cuts to the right. Drops it for Fagioli. Scanning over to Cambiaso. Now out to Thuram. Dropping it for Kalulu. Nobody's making a run in behind out to that corner just to offer that and take some defenders away. You're looking for space that isn't being created right now. Off the ball movement, pretty stagnant. Here's Fagioli. Out to Luiz. Now over to Kalulu. Out to Wea. Somebody's got to pull the trigger on something here. Somebody's got to do something. Let's go, you guys. Yildiz to Gatti. Over to Kalulu. Oh my God, Kalulu. Why? He's just totally marked out. Luckily, we still maintain possession. Here's a ball into Thuram. Thuram up to Douglas Luiz. He's going to have a cross. That's a good cross. Oh no, too close to Provedel. It looked good on the first view. This damn cameraman, if they just keep it on one. Who's in production over there too? I got a day for them. Word of the day, Marpet. Marpet. A damn Marpet. Oi. Luiz on it here for Juve. Come on. Thuram. Cabal. To Yildiz. Into Vlahovic. Oh, can't get it back to Yildiz there. Puts him in a 50-50 aerial challenge. Oh, that's a good win there from Luiz. And Yildiz gets a foul on that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those, I think, everybody. Days for everyone. Pretty quick here, brother. Pretty quick here. You might see me squeeze the air right out of this ball right here. Right here. Just squeeze the damn air right out of this thing. I'm just so frustrated. Oh. Fagioli over to Kalulu. Again, you guys, not pulling 3 points after a man up this early. Oh, Cambiaso. Jesus. Terrible through ball forward. Terrible. Just wasteful. Just wasteful. $65 minutes. If we hit 70, like, what else? Who's coming in? You're banking on Adzic or Imbangula? Like, your offensive firepower is in this game. You're a man up. Like, there's no looking to the bench right now, everybody. Like, Guendouzi, Zaccagni, Isaacson, all out for Lazio right now. 3 substitutions coming in. Vecino, Castrovilli, and Pedro all coming in. Come on. We got... Holy smokes. Thuram goes up aerially, doesn't get it. Vecino actually heads it, but Kalulu collects. Back to Di Gregorio, over to Cabal, and now Cabal launching it, trying to find Luis. What a settle there. What a touch. Now finding Thuram. It's a great touch there. Quick. Let's go. Weah's up the line there. Give it to him. No. Back into the middle. Slow it down. Now we go out to Weah. Cambiaso, don't bring that defender to him. Keep yourself open. There you go. And there's the ball. Oh, headed up by Vlahovic, but just wide of Provedel's goal. That's better. Quick ball in. And look at Vlahovic. He's just quicker. Let's go. Keep delivering quicker. But send the bodies. We had 3 guys there at back post. Have that ball in there. But yeah, there's a significant lack of patterns by design to kind of get us in the positions we want to be in offensively. Might have to go EAFC 25 out here and slap Gatti up forward. Or hell, after today, Kalulu. Cambiaso. Up to Weah. Is he going to take on Tavares? Backs off. Now it's out to Cambiaso. Same thing. Oh, that ball is terrible. That is a terrible ball. Nice challenge in from Weah, but nobody in numbers to support. And again, oh my God, Tavares just, holy, forces Thuram into a foul. But my God, like, swarm the ball. You're up a man, you guys. Tavares is, he's good, man. Holy smokes, he's good. Foul there on Cabal. We're at the 70-minute mark, you guys. We're 20 minutes away from, seriously, something that could leave me smashing something in this room. Like, Tavares inside for Castellanos. Patrick, it's up the side. Here's a cross in, low and hard. And that's dealt with. Cabal now being pinned by Marusic. He's going to try to get it up just out of the reach of Yildiz. No foul there as they're looking for it. And Lazio still putting us under. Down a man. Here's a cross coming in. One by Fagioli. Yildiz does well to work it out of trouble for us. Finding Thuram, who now finds Kalulu. Weah taking his sweet time creeping up that line. Get up there. How are you ever going to get a position to transition that and drive that up that line if you're just coasting up the flank? Fagioli still on it. Oh, here's a ball. Trying to find Weah there. Touch back. Can't line up that shot. Oh my God. And Cambiaso bumbles it again. Holy Christ, you guys. Get in a position to shoot the ball and just fire the thing. Adzic is coming in. Danilo's coming in. My God. I'm praying that Adzic brings us some magic. Kefren Turam is the one sacrificed. I actually like Kefren Turam's game. And Cambiasso is coming out. And to be fair, yeah, I think it's time. I think he's at the point now where he's overthinking everything and trying to do too much. I'm okay with these changes. Adzic, let's see what happens, kid. 72 minutes, 10 seconds. Armband goes to Danilo. Gatti, the one sacrificed. Oh, Cambiasso hasn't made way, sorry. It was Gatti, so Cambiasso stays at fullback. Danilo's in the center now. And look at him raring to go. Moment to prove yourself. I don't know, trying to pick up the pace. Cabal there. There's a foul. And again, Juve. Why are we so slow? This is like a lost boys. Pick up that ball. Let's go. Let's go. What is this waiting? Cleared out there by Lazio. Again, only as far as Danilo. And quickly head back over to Cambiasso. Oh, this is up at the top for Fagioli. Quickly closed down. Weah's on it. He's going to line up across. Here it is. And that's headed out. But only as far as Cabal. Keeping Lazio pinned. Back to Cabal. Or Kalulu, excuse me. Now outside for Cambiasso. Working on Tavares. And this is how you drain their energy, man. Keep working on them. Let's go. Make Tavares run his bag off. Here's Kalulu. Oh, one-time cross. It's terrible, though. One back very well. Played ahead for Weah. Oh, let's go back post. Nobody there to tap it home. Yildiz trying to work on his man there, but just situations, man. Don't lose the ball there. Cabal does well to win it. Danilo now. Quickly over to Weah. And this is the drive. I can appreciate that from Danilo. Quick. Like, let's go. Oh, Weah. Quick little cross in low. Don't foul. Yes. Bravo, Danilo. Dude, I appreciate the intensity from Danilo coming in. Oh, nice try there on that slip pass. And again, keep them pinned. This is what I was looking for. Since the 28th minute, for God's sakes. Put them under. Here's Adzic. Quickly out to Cambiasso. There is nobody attacking that space there, keeping those defenders honest. It's just literally Vlahovic there, and then Yildiz at the back post. Danilo quickly out to Cambiasso. Oh, here's it. Here it is. Ah, Fagioli. Has it blocked. It's out for a corner kick. Let's try and get on the end of this. It's much better. And bravo to Danilo. Respect. Respect. I appreciate that. Douglas Luiz set to take this. Whoever the hell it is, get your head on this and put it in the friggin' net. Let's go. 6-1 for corners in favor of Juve. Here's another one. Oh, Luiz sails this one. Jesus. Let's put a little less air under these things and drive them in. Here's another cross coming back in. Oh, and he attacks it, Luiz, but wide of the goal. And he's upset with himself. He's fighting. He's giving it everything he's got. I don't mind his game today. But just the team in general, the tempo, too slow. And now we finally hit the tempo, but 72nd minute when we ramped it up. Foul there on Castrovilli. Quickly taken. Kalulu on it now, driving forward. Over to Cabal. Come on, you guys, find it here. Let's go. Make it happen. Over to Kalulu. To Danilo. Look at that. One touch and quick switch. Let's go. Fagioli trying to find Yildiz there. It's headed out. Lazio will get an opportunity to clear this, and they will. (76 minutes, 45 seconds, 0-0. Juve and Lazio. Lazio been down a man since the 28th minute. Juve, same story, struggling to create chances. Adzic to Cambiaso. Adzic making a run into the area. That's what you have to do. Take that other defender away. But nobody else shows up in that space you create. We're all flat now in a level line. It looks like we're just waiting for crosses into the area. Danilo. Oh, Fagioli. You know what? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's got some heat on it. If he could only keep it a little bit lower. Tavares going down. Maybe some cramps. Here's the next Juve man set to come to the pitch, Luca Pellegrini. Maybe he'll help us out. Maybe he'll be the one with the error that leads to a goal. I'll take anything at this point. Tavares put in a shift for Lazio. He's set to be substituted by Luca Pellegrini. Maybe we can get Luca Pellegrini, who we know runs a little hot. Maybe we can get him into a PK scenario. Maybe we can get him into a PK scenario. This game did not unfold the way I thought it was going to be. And it didn't even look that way from the outset when it was even. But that early red card obviously changed things, changed Lazio's approach. And man, I got to say, right now, 78 minutes in, 0-0, I am disappointed. I am so disappointed in this team from the outset. Way too flat. Big 3 games, big 3 matches, and it takes Danilo, a guy that can't buy his way into the lineup right now, in the 72nd minute to show any type of urgency. That's shocking. Speaking of, he's on the ball now. Immediately shifts it out to Cambiaso. Weah's up there on the right. Too slow. Too slow. Giving them the chance to cut that off. Make the damn pass and make the damn move early. Like, how can you not anticipate that? Here's Danilo. Creeping up over to Yildiz. Out to Cabal. In. Oh my God. A touch by Fagioli. Luis then on it and losing it. Lazio can only play 4, but we end up getting an offside call. Jesus. Juve just does not have an answer. They just don't have an answer offensively unless it's run and gun. It's crazy. Quickly had out there to Weah. He heads it back to Cambiaso. Over to Fagioli. Now over to Danilo. To Cabal. Here's to Fagioli. Fagioli now. Out to Weah. Working on Pellegrini. Inside for Vlahovic. Oh, that's a good shot. Forces a rebound by Provedel. Yildiz trying to get there. Being chased by Pedro. He saves the ball. Plays it for Cabal. And Cabal, here's a cross. Oh, Luis settles it for Fagioli. Now out to Kalulu. To Cambiaso. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, punched out by Provedel. Saved by Pedro. Good challenge there from Danilo. Pedro's going to make a meal of that. Yeah. The commentator on my feed saying surely at some point it's going to give. Yeah. I talked a lot about this and Vlahovic on that last sequence. I said he needs to pull himself away from that last line of defense and find pockets where he can turn and even just shoot. And even that is doing more than just standing there at the last line. But that has to be directed too from like the coach. Like you have to get these guys in positions to succeed. And if they're not figuring it out on their own, you got to step in here. But Jesus, Cambiasso, like he's not even settling the ball. It's bouncing off the ground, hitting him in the face. Wake up, you guys. I'm ready to see Di Gregorio go coast to coast, for Christ's sake. He's probably sitting back there. He could sit in a lawn chair in this game. I have to hire a search party to find the goal for Juve pretty soon. Maybe they just lost sight of it. They have no idea where the goal is anymore. Come on. Fagioli. Danilo out to Yildiz. Out to Danilo. 82 minutes, 34 seconds. 0-0. To Cambiasso. Cleared out. Danilo. Out to Kalulu. We got a player down in the area for Lazio. The match got to be stopped now, and it's just more time. Holy hell, everybody. Holy hell. I got no words. I got no words. I got no words. I got no words. Kalulu up to Cambiasso. Ooh, for Adzic. Hasn't really gotten on the ball a bunch. Definitely not in any threatening area whatsoever. Here's Kalulu. Oh, cross that in. That's a touch there from Luis. Adzic. Oh, that's a good hit right at Provedel, unfortunately. That's a good hit there from Fagioli. Nice rip. But please don't make us wait another 5 minutes to get another opportunity. Come on. Ramp it up here. We're at 84 minutes. Okay, Cambiasso carrying it up the right flank. Cuts inside centrally. Scanning. Swings it out to the left for Yildiz. Has an overlap from Cabal. Working on Pedro. Little flip in for Vlahovic. Played out to Cabal. Oh, that's a low hard one. It's in! It's in! Is that Luis? That Luis, or was it Vlahovic? I don't even care. Let's go. Let's go. God damn. Let's go. Hey. Low hard cross in. Come on, baby. God. Frustrating as it was, but it doesn't matter. Oh, that's an own goal. Even better. That's an own goal. Even better. Day. I'll take it. I'll take it. Good things happen when you do things quickly. Low, hard cross in from behind on the penetrating run. Those are the crosses you look to have. Not from the back moving into the wall. Put it from behind so it's tougher to defend. It's all about attacking space. Good on you, Cabal. A great showing for a guy that hasn't been in the lineup for quite some time. But my God, I am happy to chalk this one up. We were staring down the barrel of disaster, everybody. And hey, I'm still pissed, okay? Happy for this goal. Thank God is right, DJ Cammy V, okay? Holy. But we got things rolling. 85 minutes, 41 seconds, and here's Weah on a run. At a second now. Yeah, when you're up one. Oh my God, Weah does them. That's a cross. Oh, just over the head of Vlahovic. Adzic sacrifices himself, saves it. Here's Adzic. I'm going to have a rip. Oh, that's a good hit. So you play 1-0 up. You get the goal, and then all of a sudden you guys want to rip from everywhere, finding spaces, making runs. This is what the hell? Madonna. Like Madonna. Cabal, okay, as I was saying, Cabal, he put in a good, solid showing. Like, I like the guy at the start of the season. I like him still. And yes, there are some, you know, issues that come up, and sometimes he's got errant passes, but none of these guys are perfect. He's been solid. Every time I've seen him, I've liked him. And I am fine with him. He needs to be in the rotation a little bit more. We can't use Cambiasso so much. We're going to want to preserve Amir Zadzic. Just couldn't get the ball to settle. Castrovilli just trying to survive here. Facing 3 Juve players. Zadzic now coming in. They're saying that one's off us. So throw into Lazio. 87 minutes, 7 seconds. 1-0 Juventus. And we did have some 1-0 predictions. Ronaldo fans saying, my friend Berto, I said we will win 1-0. Hey, just don't let what happened last time out happen again. If we had a second, I'd be more than happy, regardless of how little time is left. But my God, they made difficult work out of this one. My Lord. Kalulu. Back to Di Gregorio. Out to Kalulu. Creeping up on 88 minutes. Little 1-2 between Cambiasso and Kalulu. Way out. Little one touch inside. Just too far for Zadzic. And here they go. Luca Pellegrini now. He's trying to flip one in immediately. Danilo chests it down to Fagioli. Back to Danilo. Into Fagioli again. Ooh, we get caught there. Advantage Lazio. Running back at us. Here's Pedro. But swarmed by Juve players. Players still down for Lazio. Cross coming in. And Di Gregorio all over that. Man, did he get off that lawn chair quick. Great job by Di Gregorio. Challenge between Luiz and Rovella. Man, I was really hoping that went all the way through and that Douglas Luiz was the one that deflected it in. Look at his reaction. I love it, though. I love it. We got to be way better, lads. Way better. But I'll take it. I'll take it. They're tending to Rovella on the pitch. Let the minutes run. You guys let the minutes run. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's get the hell out of this. Let's get the hell out of this. This was ugly. This was ugly. We did ramp things up in the 73rd minute. There's going to be 5 minutes of added time here. We did ramp things up around the 72nd minute. But still, really struggled to create. Di Gregorio over to Kalulu, inside to Luiz. Now up the middle for Vlahovic. Quick little one-touch pass in. Yildiz comes in to collect. We're off to the races here. It's opened up. Oh, Yildiz in for Zadzic. Settles. Back to Cambiasso, into Luiz, trying to go back post. Cabal goes up airily. Both players down now. Cabal and is that Gia? No, it's Marusic. Oh yeah. Cracking domes. Cracking domes. Cherry B. Nasty and teams really hate Juventus. They play against us with all their heart. Lazio's been good this season, though. Like, they have been good. And we've been what we've seen today, just struggling against those blocks. Patrick launching this one. Flicked on. Play deep there. Oh, it's a shove in the back there. Nothing doing. Ref says nothing on Luca Pellegrini. It's going to be a goal kick for Juventus. Cambiasso there giving him the business. Luca Pellegrini trying to sell it. Di Gregorio gonna have to slap himself in the face to kind of wake up for this goal kick. Been quiet at that end. Flicked on. Weah can't get there. Luca Pellegrini sends it forward. Now launched right back into Provedel's area. We're at the 93-minute mark. We got 2 minutes remaining. Lazio on the ball. And here again, Route 1. Kalulu going to go up. Plays its way over to Cambiasso side. Little flick. And he takes it to the sideline. He's probably... Ooh. Goes to Luis instead of back to Di Gregorio. Ooh. Cambiasso's been a little sketch today. There's been moments he's been a little sketch, for sure. I see a lot of comments in there about Douglas Luiz. We're going to get to Douglas Luiz in post-match, everybody. My feed's starting to just crap out here all of a sudden, too, and freezing up. This whole game's just been... Just end it. We got 30 seconds left, and the feed wants to completely fade out here. What a joke. 40 seconds. Juve in possession. Cambiasso here. To Luis, to Weah. Back out to Cambiasso, just knocking it about. Juve killing clock. Cabal now on it. He's going to carry it up that flank. Pedro's going to chase him. He's got wheels, man. Oh, there's a foul on the back there. This is probably going to see this game dead there. Yellow card on Pedro for his troubles. Man, for a guy who's like 68 years old, Pedro's got like no gray. He's old. I actually have no idea how old he is. But it feels like he's been around for 30 plus years. Launched out to Weah there. Headed back, and that's the match. That's game, everybody. That is game. 1-0 Juve. It's an own goal. And we all aged a few more years. We did so together in this one because that was painful for the majority of it. There is no hiding it. Nothing else to say. Happy for the victory. Happy for the 3 points. This was a must, especially after going up a man 28th minute. But the same work remains to be done. That's ultimately what we gather out of this. I think a lot of it has to do with mentality and approach. We were way too flat and passive. It's got to ramp up. There has to be a gear to this project. There has to be something that ramps up. And we can't sit around, do all this work in the summer, and then just say, well, you got no Conceição, no Coat Miners. Does that mean when those guys are in the lineup, we can't generate a scoring chance to save our life, even against 10 men? Not good enough. I won't stand for that. It has to be better, okay? But ultimately, the job was done today. Next up, Stuttgart in Champions League, and then, of course, Inter. And it's going to have to be better in attack against Inter. Also, even against Stuttgart. But yeah, Dan24 right here, absolutely right. No aggression. 72nd minute before you felt that urgency and that push. Credit to Danilo. We're going to go through performances. I'll give you the ratings that we see here. Di Gregorio gets a 7. Savona at a 6.8. I thought Savona had a good match, but before he was getting substituted, it started to get sloppy for him, okay? But overall, good showing. I'm fine with a 6.5 for Savona. Gatti's at a 6.8. Solid game. Him and Kalulu, solid games. 7s for both of them, in my opinion. Kalulu ended up with 7.3. Juan Cabal at a 7.2. Fantastic match from Juan Cabal, okay? Fantastic match from Cabal. I'm at the same place I was with Cabal before he saw the bench for an extended period of time, that this guy can offer more and be in that lineup. I like Cabal. Thuram at a 7. I actually liked Thuram's game, but I didn't have him as high as a 7. I had him at maybe a 6.5, maybe a 6.7. Locatelli at a 6.9, 6.5. Not a lot of work for him, and Fagioli did show more in the urgency factor and breaking those lines. Not scared to pull the trigger on breaking those lines. So I got to give Locatelli only 6.5. Luiz is at a 7. I have Luiz at 6.5. I don't think he definitely doesn't just stay put. I think he did a lot of good things. He was trying a lot of things, but he doesn't need to be any higher than that. You can tell he's trying to figure this thing out, and you can almost watch him play and the wheels are kind of like, you could see the wheels moving, and you shouldn't be able to see that. If you're watching a player and you can tell that he's trying to figure something out on the pitch as far as where he's going to get into positions to kind of show some flair, play his game, if you can see that happening, he's not comfortable. And it's not working 100%. So something's got to give ultimately, okay? I think he's at a 6.5, not a 7. He got a 7. Cambiaso got an 8. I don't know if I give Cambiaso an 8. Maybe a 7. I'd be comfortable with a 7. I don't know if because he's far clear of anyone else there at an 8. Vlahovic got a 7.3. Yildiz got a 6.8. Based on this rating system, Cambiaso would be man of the match at 8. But who do you have as your man of the match? For me, I'm actually going to give it to Cabal. And Cabal, I see now, got the official man of the match. I'm going to give it to Cabal. I believe Cabal was man of the match. We have shouts for Thuram as man of the match. Fagioli, who changed the pace of the game. You've got Kalulu as man of the match. Thuram before he was taken off. Thuram, a lot of calls for Thuram. We got one for Tavares as well. Tavares would have been the man of the match for Lazio, no doubt. Thuram was the only one trying to play quick. Yeah, until Fagioli came in and Danilo, I would agree with that. I still give it to Cabal. I think Cabal had a solid showing. If anybody was sniffing a 7.5, I don't know how Cambiaso comes out with an 8 in this game on this rating system. He's maybe at a 7 because he was heavily involved, but Cabal should be the only one sniffing a 7.5 for me in this game. Thuram at a 7, I was fine with him at a 7. I liked what he did. This was a frustrating one, everybody. There's not much to say. There's not much to analyze. We know what's in front of us. Okay? We know what's in front of us. It has to get better, and it still hasn't really taken that next step offensively, that could mean trouble for Juve. While you're all in here, drop a like, and remember, storm the barn. It's free reign. Fire in your questions right now, okay? And we got more teeing up their man of the match, okay? And we've got Cabal and Kalulu sharing it. We've got Fajoli, Taram, or Kalulu, any one of those three. So we see it coming in here. Yeah. Why do I feel as if we lost? So there you go. It's because we're waiting for that next step. I feel like maybe I'm not speaking for all of us, but for me, I'm waiting for that next step. I said it during this watch along. I'll say it again. You act a certain way in that Leipzig match, okay? And you're going to push forward and you're so brave and willing. And what I mean by not being brave in this is that urgency. 72nd minute when you feel it. Danilo gets the ball. It's one touch, boom. One touch out. Fajoli, he's scanning, boom, I'm going to pull the trigger. I'm going to try and break these lines. That urgency was non-existent for 72 minutes in this game. And at the 28-minute match, 28-minute mark of this match, you were up a man. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. And even beyond that, the patterns of play are just lacking. And I don't want to go through a season relying on two guys for offense. That ain't going to fly for me. Some of the good things on there that we were seeing, Vlahovic, got to get away from that. When the game turns into a low block situation, he needs to pull himself away from that back line. Don't just stand there. Come back out, collect, have a rip. He did on one occasion, forced a good diving save by Provedel. But one time, since it became a low block at around the half-hour mark of this game, got to do it more. Got to mix it up. They got to mix it up. In the end, low hard cross behind the defense so that we can run onto it and it's tough to defend. Do more of that. But too many of these guys on the pitch were hesitant. So hesitant. How many times did we get the ball on the right side? Weah, he's just a little jog up the sideline. Get up there so that the ball can be delivered and you're in behind, and then that ball can come in behind, and that's tough for defenses to defend. That's exactly the positions you want to go into against a block. But if you're not attacking it or doing everything in your power to find that, it ain't going to happen. So, yeah, it's just the urgency, the aggression, the bravery, all of it. I don't think it's personnel. I don't think it's the players. And I don't think we have to be hard on anybody, really. Mark's got his storm the barn saying, what is our excuse this time? It's not personnel for me. It's something more. The game came easier after that one goal, and Lazio didn't change a thing. It's like a mental thing. It's almost like this team is starting to let this struggle in creation become this monster that they have to overcome every single game. That is a problem. You don't want to get into that. You don't want this team going into every game now wondering if they're going to have a problem with creation. You have to sort that out. Because if that's going to happen and you're going to go into every game and you're going to be having that on your mind, you're making it into a beast. And you don't need more when you're Juventus to think about going into every game. It's already heavy to wear this shirt. So they got to sort it out. They got to sort it out quick. And I think it's got to come from Motta. It has to come from Thiago Motta. If I didn't know any better, at the start of this game, I would have thought it meant nothing from what I saw out of Juventus in terms of approach. It felt way too weak, way too blah. They had to urge the crowd to cheer 5 minutes into this game. I saw Cambiaso going like this to the crowd, and it's like, you're giving them nothing, man. You had a full house, full stadium in this big game. You're giving them nothing to feed off of. Yeah, you killed your own home advantage. It's got to be better, and I think it's got to come from Motta. But that aggression, that That fight's gotta go. It's gotta go at him. It's gotta go. We gotta be better. Gotta be better. Okay? Now, thoughts on the Adzic debut. What did everybody think of Adzic? What did you think of his showing? It was pretty brief, okay? He came in there. I think we talked about what he got for a rating in the minutes that he was there. But he's, again, very calm on the ball. That seems to be a characteristic for a lot of the players that Motta admires. But he's very, very calm on the ball. He got a 7 for a rating coming off the bench. Not heavily involved. I mean, only 14 touches. 90% pass accuracy, 9 out of 10. Did tee up a shot from range that forced a save. Diving save from Provedel. He's active. He moves a lot. He's good on the ball. I don't think... I'm excited that this was the first time he was available and got into the game. The only time we saw him before that was preseason. All I can say is I want to see more. I think he can be a player that can help our issues. But again, it's way too early to tell, and we need to see way more. So I have to agree with Mark here that it's essentially a little too little as far as the time to really assess Adzic. But promising, and I look forward to seeing more of him. Tuna Steaks, what the hell was up with Weah? Confidence issue, nursing an injury, or did the guy not get enough sleep? Hey, you guys saw it on the watch along. I was screaming for this guy to make those moves. Everything seems so hesitant, so delayed. He's been out for an injury, and man, it looked like he was still laying on the bed at J Medical. Gotta wake up. He's one of the few subs that came in that really affected nothing in terms of energy. Nothing. And if I'm a guy like Weah, I'm a guy that's pacey. Man, I'd be raring to go. Entering a match where you're playing against a team that's already at 10 men since the 28-minute mark. Like, you should be drooling at coming into that situation. You should be raring to go, and you should be gunning. And everything was so hesitant, slow, and standoffish from him. I wasn't happy, to be honest. There's nothing else I could say about it. I expect more from the substitutes coming into a game like that. Not just a game, but again, 10 men, they're tired, take it to them. It's got to be better. Forza Juve. Is it worrying for you that the opposition getting a red card seems to be something bad for Juve? We need to figure out the low block soon, or we will drop too many points. That's exactly what almost the essential hurdle is for Juve, and we're all feeling it. The team is feeling it. They have to crack it. But what I would say, and what I would ask all of you in terms of this question is, what's the solution? Because like I said, for me, the aggression, the urgency goes a lot further. Think about this. Think about the teams that you think over the past couple of years we've been chasing, right? I think of the one main team that Juve's chasing, okay? We'll call them shitheads, okay? Just for discussion's sake, we'll call them shitheads, okay? So anyways, we're chasing that team. When that team gets a man up, man, you feel it. If you watch that team play, you feel it. And we don't even have to talk about them. You could talk about any good team. Any good team that's had a project that's been established, that has been together for a while. When they go up a man, you feel the switch. Because they know what's coming. They can smell blood, and they're ready, and they know exactly what they're going to do. But they also know exactly what they're going to do in an open play game, 11v11. We still have a ways to go. But when we got up a man, it didn't change. The energy, it was the same. It was the same. And that worries me. That worries me. They're too slow, too calm. And Malta, and this is why I say, for me, it's Malta. You've got to get them in that frame of mind, in that you've got to get them feeling that like we need to kill them. If a team's going to park against you, you kill them. You do exactly what we did towards the end of this one. It just took so long to get there, but you pepper the area with low crosses, hard crosses, from behind, from the front sometimes. You just pepper them. You take shots when you have a line of sight on goal. You just keep swarming them. But we just don't have that yet. And for me, it's from Malta. The push has to come from Malta. But we've known, I've called it for a while, he's very, very safe in his approach. He is very, very safe in his approach. I think it's got to come from him. These 3 points will do more harm than good. Well, how? I can't agree with that. If the argument is that Juve's coming out of this one with a false sense of confidence because of the 3 points, I don't think so. And I can guarantee you, when we look at the interviews that are going to come out of this and we tackle on tomorrow's post-match podcast in the morning, everything that's said after this game, it's going to be focused in Malta around the attack and why the continuous struggles. What's going to need... If you think that they're not looking at that, no. It's going to be highlighted. It's going to be highlighted. And the fact that it took an own goal that late in the game, I don't think that these points are going to be given any type of false sense of confidence. I wouldn't say that. RB Comps, storm the barn call-ins for the next show. I tell you what, it's tomorrow morning. It's live, and we will do that, okay? We'll set up storm the barn call-ins through WhatsApp, okay? Because we're not doing it on playback. For everybody, the description of this video has a link to our playback room. All the shows on playback are call-ins. But again, life's been kind of busy with me. I tore my ACL. I got a lot going on with family and work. Haven't been on playback a lot, so I apologize. Those are always call-ins, but we could probably work something out for tomorrow's show, okay? Now, Mark coming in here. The solution is a complete new forward line. We just cannot... Man, this... I fail to be on that. My mind doesn't work. And this is why I'm just going to say, you can feel that way. It's absolutely fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. What I will say for me personally, my mind doesn't work that way, because if I'm a coach, if I'm a manager at a place of business or whatnot, I'm not looking at everybody and saying, I can't do anything with these people. No, it's got to be something more. You have to be able to do your work and put something together and make something out of what you have. I don't think Malta is hard done by with the roster by any means. He is not hard done by, you guys. There is no way. I think it literally comes down to just playing with some balls. We're kind of playing, I said it during the watch along, I hate to say it, but we're playing chicken shit in Italy. We're playing chicken shit in Italy. We're playing brave in Europe, but chicken shit in Italy. That's how I feel. You guys don't have to agree. It's all good. I fail to believe we just overhauled this team so much that we need another overhaul. Nah, it's not for me. Not for me. Neville, we need a cam and striker. Cope, I would give a chance to, but Dusan, this is his make or break season. And he is failing it. We need a killer instinct striker. Someone like Kane, Lua, Haaland, just a pure 9. Interesting. So a lot of the discussions, and we obviously all heard Luciano Moggi talk about a false 9 being exactly what this team needs, and they need a false 9. And now we hear that we need a pure 9. I think, again, with Vlahovic, he's kind of, he's guilty of doing it himself, but also from the coaching aspect, they've got to figure out how to get all these guys working and clicking. I don't think Vlahovic was that bad today. I just think he stayed on that last defender way too long all the time and needed to get himself out of this island, okay? Just where he's isolated. He's got to get out of there. He's got to get out of there. And the other guys need to play off of that too, because if he's just staying up there, he's also keeping defenders flat and keeping them in position. Like, he's got to move too and ask questions and get guys moving around. That's what I don't like about the game there. But I don't think he had a bad game by any means. And to say he's failed or he's failing it already, I think it's a little bit too soon. And I said this before, if you put someone else in that position right now with everything else that's going on, there's very few, I think, that could actually turn it around. And I don't think a pure 9 is what turns it around. I think it would be leaning towards a better technical guy and more of a false 9. Personally, I think that would go a longer way than a pure 9 in the struggles that we're seeing. But I could be alone on that, and you guys don't have to agree. That's the beauty of football. Everybody's got their opinions. You guys drop a like. We've got more Storm the Barn. Keep them firing. Keep them firing. Tuna Steaks. This team in games like this need a group life coach. The willpower wasn't there for 85 minutes, and it was cringe to see from the biggest club in Italy. You're not going to get any arguments from me, man. Absolutely zero. Absolutely zero. There is no reason for Juve to host Lazio in a big game, in a series of big games, and show little fucks given at the start of the game. Sorry. Lack of better term, but seriously, it's what it felt like for that beginning. It took a run from a center back, like literally a coast-to-coast run with 1-2s from a center back to show some like, holy shit, guys, like, let's go. Let's push them. Kind of says it all. I don't know. Storm the Barn for see. Hashtag Max back. I'm joking. Hey. Sometimes it feels like he hasn't really left. Oh, and on that note, we got to take it easy. We got to take it easy, okay? Listen, at the end of the day, we got work to do. I think it's just frustrating because we want to see that next step. We want to see that next gear to this Juventus. We believe we did good work in the Mercato, but again, what did we always say? Teams on paper are teams on paper. Where it counts is on the pitch. We still have work to do. They're still trying to find their roles. Everyone's still trying to gel and click. What did I say about Luis today? When you can watch a guy play and you can like physically feel how much he's overthinking and like trying to figure out where he needs to be, what he needs to do, how he's going to work his way into that game, that says it all. There's still a lot that has to be sorted out from these guys in terms of gelling and everything. There's work to be done. But, hey, at the end of the day, 1-0, it didn't come the way we wanted, but it's the result we wanted, and we need the 3 points. We just have to continue to work. We have to trust the process. We have to trust Mota and the group to sort it out. And at the end of the day, the 3 points is all I care about. Again, props, Kalulu, Thuram, Cabal. I actually will give props to Danilo, who's finding himself in an interesting scenario, but came in with the right attitude. Attitude is the one key word around Juventus right now. I'm not feeling the attitude that matches the ambitions that the team should have. I think that's a fair assessment. I'm not feeling the attitude from this team that matches what the ambitions, the fan base is holding for them. And I know they hold it for themselves, and they should be. And if they don't, that is a problem, okay? Still work to do, but the attitude. I need to see better attitude. And definitely earlier in games and not waiting for red cards. This is another situation where a scenario in a game takes away some answers for us. If they were going to ramp up in this game, if they were going to turn it up and be able to break Lazio in open play, we're still left wondering that. And how it played out after going up a man in the 28th minute, I bet you many would be inclined to say that we would never break them down if they were even strength. And maybe you're right. Hey, at the end of the day, it's all speculation. And all we can do is take it one game at a time. We're on to Stuttgart in Champions League. And then, merda. And I don't want to struggle to create chances there. I want to give them a big fat day, all right? But for today, 3 points. That's the main thing. Victory. We go up to 16 total in the standings. All right? 16 total. Level with Napoli. We have 1 up on them on goal differential. And of course, Napoli will be facing Empoli. Gotta expect 3 points there, but you never know. That's why we play the games. And Empoli's been a handful this season. Let's see what happens. Tomorrow morning, live, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. You guys have been fantastic. I can't thank you enough. Great watch along. Appreciate all the support, the kind words. Azzurri Juve with the big super chat donation. Hey, much love, much appreciation, okay? We will see you all tomorrow morning. It's myself. I believe Omer's with me. And 2 RB comps request. Tomorrow, we're going to do call-ins for Storm the Barn. You could still do them through text, through live chat, but if you want to jump on a call, we're going to set it up through WhatsApp, all right? Guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll reconvene in the morning. As always, no matter what, fino alla fine, Forza Juventus. Ciao tutti. Thanks again.